Today is Tuesday. I think it's the 21st or 22nd of July. It's a beautiful day. And we cut the grass, and it was raining yesterday and a little bit over the weekend, so the plants grew and they were very happy. These are all strawberries. So this is my Stargate excavation, and so I call all my plants that are around the Stargate this, Stargate that. So this is Stargate strawberries. Over there is Stargate chives, and so I use these in some of my cooking because those are chives. But there are so many strawberries. I came out here thinking that I would just get a bowl and pick a bunch and make some jam or give it away. And these strawberries are pretty much just pink. You don't really get red. But they are very soft and they're very delicious. And see, I already filled up the bowl, and I've only gone a third of the way around the circle. But look at all these clusters of strawberries that I'm finding. So it's a little bit of work, to do this, to squat down. At least I have this nice little pavement here that I can work with, but we have all these wonderful little strawberries. And there they go, one at a time. So, and some of them are really big. It's really fun because these just have grown wild. I did, I've tended them a little bit. I did put some, gave them some plant food in the spring, but really I have just ignored them. And what I also have learned is that when I have this plastic around my Japanese maple tree in the middle, that frightens the birds away from the strawberries. So that is why that plastic is doing dual purpose. It's protecting the tree from any strong winds that might come through, so it can grow big and strong, but then it keeps the jaybirds and all the different birds away, so I can have my strawberries and give them to my guests as well. I had a family in here a few days ago, and they had a couple of preschoolers and then like a 9-year-old girl, and she had a really good time. When I told her she could just pick them and eat them, she was like, "Oh, I've eaten so many." I'm like, "Well, don't eat too many. You might get sick. I don't know." So there's some weird stuff in there too, I guess, but mostly it's regular berries. I thought I would show the world. Alaska strawberries look like this, and they all taste just fine. And it's a very fast summer, so we have to work fast when what do they say? I say this a lot: make hay while the sun shines, right? And I'm right next to a hay field, and that's certainly what they've done. So you can see they have cows and cars. The cows live over on the other side of the hill over there, and then they have a lot of vehicles just kind of hanging around the edges of the property. But they did these humongous round bales of hay a couple weeks ago. So you see they've lined it all up along the edge of the property. And this farm has been in Palmer since the beginning of Palmer. So that's pretty cool. But my house is new. The house is only 4 years old. So no one's ever lived on this particular plot of land before. So in that sense, I really like that it's just mine. And this is a rhubarb plant that I was gifted by my cousin's wife, Sierra, last year. And I am putting it in the strawberry jam. So that's what I'm doing. I'm doing strawberry rhubarb jam when I do this. And it's so fun to be able to pull it from your own garden. Then over here is a zucchini. We'll see how that goes. No zucchinis yet. I don't see anything. A lot of raspberries trying to elbow in there. We've got flowers, and this is broccoli. But basically, I'm growing broccoli to feed the slugs, because the slugs love it, and they have attacked it already. See, this is what slugs do. They eat it. So, whatever. I'm just not going to care too much. Flowers I like. And yeah, and then we'll have plenty of raspberries. I was careful to give the raspberries a lot of fertilizer in the springtime because that helps them too. And that's great. So, hey, you feel like traveling in time? Come to Alaska, where it feels like everyone's a time traveler because the days and the nights are such varying lengths. So a night could be only 5 hours long or 4 hours long because when the sun sets, it just barely sets in the summer. And so you can see the light kind of coming up from the horizon all the way up overnight like this. And then the sun rises and it swoops over like this usually. And then see, that's where it is right now. So it just swoops down and then it goes back way over there. So if anybody's wondering if we live on a flat earth, we really don't. Come to Alaska and you will definitely see a swooping sun, a swooping moon. The moon does the same thing. So everything always sort of flows this way because of the way the earth is spinning, you know? So I just think that's fabulous. And of course the motto for Alaska is north to the future. So, you know, north to the future and back in time. Come to the Time Traveler's Bed and Breakfast. And enjoy. You know, you can find your stars. Because I have our zodiac in here with a mixture of random other creations of mine. Like this is obviously not a star constellation, but I put different ones in there. So you can find all different ones. So I've got, mine is over here. So that's Aries, because I was born in April. And then here's the home symbol for home in Stargate. So here's the pyramid, and then here's the single sun over the pyramid, because we only have one sun. As opposed to, I guess, the other worlds that you might visit going through a Stargate, they might have more than one sun. And then I also wrote Stargate here in stones, which I thought was a fun thing to do. Then at nighttime, I have these solar lights that light up around the edge too. So it's a lot of fun at night too. When we finally get some more night, it doesn't get very dark. You have to be up pretty late to see the darkness at this time of the year. So I just love these chives. Isn't that amazing? This is an edible plant, and it's so pretty. So, and then maybe I'll give you a little tour of the Stargate treehouse that I built, because it's grown-up friendly. So here's your railing. You just open it this way. You can put that up there, and then you just have some views, some interesting looking windows that I made out of picture frames. The wind got a hold of this one during the winter time. And you just have a really nice view. And so this way you can see the other mountain range. That way. And that one's always lit up, especially, it looks really amazing in the winter time with the snow and everything. But then the sun is usually really low over there. And so this is a really neat place to view it from. And then I have a little display that explains something about the Einstein-Rosen Bridge and Jacob's Ladder and Stargate and that kind of thing, because I think it's also interesting. And then I'm trying to help plants grow in here, but I keep forgetting to water them. And it gets really warm in here in the summertime. This has been a very warm summer here in Alaska. All year actually has been very warm. We didn't have very much precipitation. But down here we've got fun place for kids to play, and then there's an exit door right there. Kids can push through and just run around. I think I'll go back up this way though. So I had fun making that a couple years ago. Stargate on the door. That's a very peaceful view. There's the airfield over there. It's just right across the field. I wonder what they think of when they fly over my house and see the Stargate. I wonder if anybody even knows what it is. Okay, I gotta finished harvesting all these strawberries. I can't waste it. So, catch you later, folks.